So, first there were 13 and everything was fine. And then week by week, one by one, oh dear, they all left. Fine. Then on day 29, 3 more went in, 2 stayed, 1 came out. And that was fine too. And then, week by week, one by one, they all left again until we were down to 6. And that was fine. But then on a Saturday morning, 1 more went out. And then last night, the one that went in, 4, and then came out, went back in again. Who's confused? You decide. I want to be in there. You're all evicted. Oh, brilliant stuff. Hello, my friends. Welcome to a brand new week's worth of Big Brother's Little Brother. Hope you're very well. It's a little show that gives you the big picture. It's day 67. The time is 5:27. Or, Karak program, Doja versi Skilu, as they're saying right now in Bosnia. Imagine that. Coming up on the show today, we meet the friends and family of brand new housemate Kinga, everybody. In the house, loving the dad. Comedian Dave Gorman's back with us. Wonderful day. And we're having more chat from Queen Diva Kamal, everybody. Friends and family still waving. Let's just cut back there one more time. Wave more. That's a happy friends and family. But we kick the show off as we always do. It's Monday with Little Brother's Big News. Wunderbar. So at 9:45 last night, Hugo Kinga entered the house to replace Orla blindfolded. Here's some exclusive footage of what happened.
They really don't have a clue.
Into Houston, we have hair problem. It's no news that Makosi wears a weave, but it is news that last night Anthony got her hair wet. 10:08 this morning, there were serious repercussions. Take a look.
Yeah, it's and my own hair down there is wet.
How do you wash it?
I can't wash it. I've not washed it in 10 weeks, and right now I'm in a panic state. I don't know what to do with it.
It doesn't look bad. It looks good.
Because I think you're going to have to take your hair off.
I think so.
Have I missed something? 10 weeks without a wash? Should give the boy a medal. Now, Little Brother is officially now on Weave Watch, so watch your space for more news on her weave as we get it, Weave fans. And finally today, at 1:30, the housemates have been nominating for the 10th time. It's getting tricky now. Here's a sneak preview.
He always, if I say something, he always feels the need to sort of have his little dig in it and have a go at me about it, which is not nice because he always tries to put me down.
I think he's got a two-faced side to him. He just looks at you like you're lying.
He's a weak person. And what do we know about Makosi? She doesn't like weak people.
Always gives great copy, doesn't she? Interesting, curious. Whoa. Brilliant. Will Kinga succeed in her mission to be immune from the public vote and find herself in the final week? Tune in tomorrow when we reveal who's up for Evictione live. That, my friends, was Little Brother's Big News. Oh, what a weekend it's been, I tell you. I'm exhausted. First, Kamal was evicted, then Orla evicted herself, and then Kinga went back in. Having previously only experienced the delights of the secret garden, she's finally been crowned an official housemate. But what will happen next? With that in mind, today's cool BBLB could only be, what effect will Kinga have on the house? Here, my friends, is how to get in touch. Yeah, get that off. Back on me. I need opinions. One person give us opinions. It's Kamal, everybody.
Come on, baby, don't argue to you.
First up, Kamal, Kinga, what do we think?
Kinga, do you know what? Fabulous. Kinga's fabulous.
Yeah.
I like Kinga. They need Kinga in there.
Yeah.
They need
okay.
Kinga. We need Kinga in there.
That's what she's been saying. And that,
Yeah.
why do they need that? I mean, is it, it's a long Big Brother this year. We all know that. Do you need that influx of new blood, as it were?
They do, because you were left with quite a few dry, plain people. And at the end of the day, you need something to spice it up, you need something new, and you know, it gets dull, it gets boring, and I think Kinga is going to provide some fabulous entertainment. She's a big character,
Yep.
and I think she's really going to liven the house up.
Okay, it's nominations day today. Firstly, who do you see being up?
I think everybody will be up, bar Craig.
Why?
And I just don't think... I think there are more people others would rather vote for than Craig. So they've left Craig to one side. And Kinga won't be up because I think she'll succeed in her secret mission. Though she didn't really get it at first, she's going to succeed at it.
Okay. Has to be said, you're one straight-talking housemate. And this year, I think the housemates have been very straight-talking. Okay,
I told it how it was.
Well, you excelled in the diary room and especially in nominations. Let's have a look at some of your highlights.
Oh, my God. Right, let's get down to business. Roberto. Annoying, horrible, nasty, a bully, intimidating, over the top, under the top. Saskia. She's a common tramp. Maxwell. He's a lazy, cheating, good-for-nothing thug, beer-drinking, lager-louting, waste of space, and he is a vile pig. Derek. Derek is sly. Derek is conniving. Derek is also a little man bitch, but I'm onto him as well. Orla. Her girlfriend thinks she owns this joint. Anthony. He's extremely thick. This diva's a Scorpio, and she's got a sting in her tail. A boy, can I bite back? I dropped it like it was hot.
Yes, you did.
I told it how it was.
But the thing is, though, like previous Big Brothers, you'd always you'd watch the nominations and you'd think, oh, these people are finding it really difficult. This year, and you epitomise this more than anyone else, you always use it as catharsis.
I love nominating. You know, everyone was going, oh, we don't like nominations. Makosi said, I don't like nominations. I knew she liked to nominate. And I like nominating. You know, one week I said in there, can I not nominate about 7, 8 people? 2 wasn't enough for me. I wanted some of them out.
So who would you be nominating this week?
If I was in there this week, I would for sure be nominating Anthony and Craig.
Why?
I would nominate Anthony simply because I would have been bored of him. I was bored of him on my leaving. I feel he's overdone his time in there. He should have been long gone. I would have nominated Craig mainly because of the night where Anthony was being sick and the way Craig dealt with that night, you know, on the verge of violating Anthony. I didn't like the way Craig dealt with that situation that night, and that would have really swung it for me for Craig.
Very sensitively put. Yeah, you were convinced Makosi was working for Big Brother.
Yes.
What you don't know, Kamal, is that someone in the house was working for Little Brother. Can you guess who that someone was?
Don't lie.
I'm not lying.
Right, actually working.
Someone
like,
spent a lot of time in the
the
garden.
whole entire time.
Oh, yeah.
For you guys.
24/7. Take a look at this little fella.
Oh, it's that gnome thing! Oh, do you know what? I busted that gnome first.
Yeah, I know.
I found that gnome and I was like, what is that? And I looked in and there was this tiny camera and I was like, you guys, there's a camera in the gnome.
That camera works. That's Little Brother's camera, right? We've got that up in our offices, and we get a little feed from that, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We can cut.
What can it show? Feet?
Show me. You want to know this? Let's show it now. Come on. There we go. At the moment, admittedly, not much. But this little puppy has seen all sorts. I'm not joking.
Gnome cam.
Yeah. We're going to look at your last week in the house through the eyes of Gnome Cam. Let's take a look.
You've been working hard.
He is.
He has been working hard.
Little Gnome Cam. Now listen, one thing we picked up on quite early on was that someone was throwing water outside
Yes.
when the housemates got evicted.
Yes.
Then we found out it was you. Then
Yes.
we had your dad on to explain the tradition and the culture
Yes.
behind it.
Good
Now
luck.
we studied your water throwing, but you didn't throw it after Mary, Leslie, Saskia.
Right. Mary Leslie, slight technical hitch, because I was kind of excited about eviction night and I kind of forgot about the whole throwing the water to wish them good luck. So at that point, a little bit of a technical hitch.
Yeah.
When it came to Saskia, I just thought, do you know what? I planned on throwing water after everybody, but that girl had got on my nerves so much, to the point where I hated her so much. How should I put this? I did not wish good luck upon that girl when she left that house.
Okay. What about Maxwell? Because you did it after Maxwell, didn't you?
I did do it after Maxwell because Saskia had gone, for me, that one step, you know, more than Maxwell. And at the end of the day, I felt within me, I still wanted to wish him luck for when he left in whatever he was going on to do. And as much as we had problems, and I hated him a lot of times, with Maxwell, I could see something deep down.
Okay.
There was something there. With Saskia,
No.
there weren't nothing.
No.
Really? No.
Okay, more from him later on. I could speak to him all week, and we will do this. Come on, everybody.
Thanks, Danny.
Wow. Join us after the break. We'll be digging the dirt on new housemate Kinga with her friends and family. We'll see you in 3. Hello, everybody. Welcome back up there in the gantry. It's day 67. The time is... It's 5:42. So yesterday, Big Brother totally punked the housemates yet again by sending in Kinga, dudes. She's finally done it, and here to tell us everything we know and need to know about the girl from the garden is her stepdad, Robert, and her friend Tracy. Who have mastered the weight, which we're both very impressed with. Robert, so how did Kinga react to not getting in the house the first time? Because when she came on the show, she was very fatalistic about it. She obviously enjoyed her time in there, but she must have been disappointed.
She was absolutely gutted. Yeah, she was.
How did she react? I mean, you live with her. Right?
Well, she was depressed. She wouldn't watch the show for about 2 weeks. And didn't really want us to watch it either.
Oh, no.
Don't switch that stuff on.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my mum's a bit like that as well. Yeah. And how did she react when she was being told that she was going back in?
She nearly went through the roof. I've never seen her get out of bed so quickly in her life.
She was still in bed? She was in bed the whole time?
Yeah, she was still in bed that day.
Like Rip Van Winkle when she left. Okay. And how did you react? Because as a parent, there must be an element of caution.
Yeah, well, I had mixed... I mean, for her, I was happy because I realised that she didn't want to get out in the first place, and if she could get back in again, that would make her day.
Yeah.
But with her sort of shenanigans at the first time, I didn't expect a repeat performance on the second show.
Yeah.
And it seems that we've got it.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, there must be a certain relief for her, though, and you must know this, that she's come so far, and then to almost be... It's not like she was robbed, but to come that far and then suddenly lose out, it's not unfair, but at the same time, you can really feel for her. What do you think, Tracy?
Oh, definitely, especially with Kinga, I mean, for her, she really wanted it, and especially when you really want something so badly, and then she thought obviously it might be a public vote or something, but then just by one person just taking away from her, it did crush her. But she was strong. She's a strong girl, and she came across, she brought it on very well.
OK, so very briefly, what do you think she'll bring to the house?
Oh, lots and lots of fun. I mean, you watch it every day, all day, every day. She's just a bubbly person, so that's what she'll bring.
And that's her? That's not the fact she's in the house?
That's Kinga.
OK,
she'll always put a smile on your face, no matter what.
OK, she's been in there approximately 19 and a half hours. She's already made quite an impact. Let's take a look at her story so far.
So far, I don't have a game plan. It's just all happened so fast. I didn't even know I was coming back.
You are now a genuine housemate.
I felt that I wasn't treated like completely fairly. I really wanted to go in there properly.
Casey, you must now decide which one to evict.
No offense on Kinga, but I don't think she could face the harshness of the house.
I am absolutely crazy. I just love having
You
fun.
are mad! Like the rest of us!
I think my secret mission is going well because I think I've got Derek under wraps for tomorrow. I really like you. So I think it's gone a little bit dull in there for the fact that they've been with each other and they know each other inside out. They haven't got a lot of things to talk about. Kinga's arrived in the building. This place needs to be woken up. We should all go in the pool now. We are going to have such a blast.
OK, just very briefly, do you think she can win it?
Robert?
Well, I think she's got as much chance as anyone else, really. Yeah, I wouldn't like to say, but yeah, I'd like to see her win it.
Of course.
Just...
And lastly, Tracy, do you think she has a game plan as to what, she confided in you at all as to what she's going to do?
I don't think she has a game plan because Kinga doesn't plan things, she just does things. She just goes, you know, she's just so spontaneous that she won't sit and think, right, this is what I'm going to do. You know, no, it won't be like that. She just go out there to have fun, really. And that's,
Robert Tracy,
that's it.
thank you very much. Now we're out for Call BBLB. Now then, our next guest is someone who's been avidly watching the show. He's a funny man. He's called Dave. It's funny man, Dave Gorman, everybody.
Good evening. How are you? Mate? Yeah, good to see you also.
Been on before. It's so nice to have you back.
Well, this series is the best you've ever done. I'm loving it. Completely.
Yes. So what do we make of Kinga, firstly?
Kinga, I think, well, she's had 2 goes at entering the house, and I think she did better the second time than the first time. On her first entrance, she basically showed you her first entrance. And that was a bit much, I thought. She made a better fist of it yesterday, although I thought she was a bit rude to Eugene. You know, they went through the secret garden together. They should have bonded. She walked in that house and she kind of blanked him for a good 5 minutes.
She knows Eugene, so she knows...
No, but he said hello several times and she just walked past him. It was rude. I was a bit unimpressed.
OK, before
and she can't win it. 2 weeks, surely. You can't win 100 grand in 2 weeks. That's not fair.
Before we talk about your favourite housemate, who don't you like?
Who don't I like? Craig. I can't stand Craig. First of all, his audition tape, the first thing where he's there going...
Terrifying.
I like seeing other people unhappy. If I make people unhappy, it makes me happy. A week later, he's crying because no one likes him. If you talk the talk, walk the walk. It's not fair. He's a weak individual who allowed himself to be bullied by Maxwell and Anthony for a few weeks. There's nothing to like about him. If you saw a man treating a girl the way he was treating Anthony when he was drunk, there would be so many complaints. It was borderline offensive.
I'm on really thin ice. Let's move on. You're known as a man who's partial for graph. Can you talk us through your feelings for your top 3 housemates via the medium of a graph we've prepared for you here?
OK, yeah,
First up, Makosi.
Makosi. First of all, week 1, the secret task. Fantastic. She's handled it incredibly well. I'm going to start her off around 9. And she basically maintained that for several weeks. I was enjoying Makosi very much indeed. Around, was it week 6 in the pool with Anthony?
Yeah, I think so.
Basically sleeping with the enemy, as far as I'm concerned, right down there. Not happy, did not like her. And then she slowly...
Why, though? That was just freedom of choice. You wanted to do it,
she'd been saying horrible things about him for several weeks. The house had divided into 2 camps. And then I'm not even sure she did sleep with him. And the whole thing about is she or isn't she pregnant? That's playing games with us, the viewers. You can play games with the other housemates, but not us. We know the truth. I don't think you slept with him. That's a load of nonsense.
OK.
However, slowly crept back up into my affections, was doing OK.
How's that?
Just by playing the game. She's the shrewdest one there.
Yep.
If anyone else has got a secret mission, she always susses them out.
Yep.
When she has a secret mission, no one ever susses her. True. I think she's a shrewd player. And then this week, in fact, with Orla's tears...
She's been tailing off.
She shed a real tear for Orla. And she went back up in my estimation, back up to around a 9, I thought, because she showed a bit of humanity. I appreciated Makosi at that point.
OK, next up, Derek.
Derek, I started around 7, maybe 7.5 to 8, I'll say, for Derek. He was a... what he is, in Derek's imagination, he is like a Bond villain. I think he sleeps at night imagining himself stroking a white cat. In actual fact, he's Margot Ledbetter from The Good Life. He needs a Jerry to keep him company.
Which I also think he'd quite like.
Yes, yeah, but I think he's kind of camp and kitsch and bitchy, but he kind of knows he is, and he knows it's all for fun, really. Ironically, for Derek, I've got him as a straight line.
All the way
through there, about 7.5. Yeah, he's a regular, entertaining presence in the house. I like the man. I find him very good value, good entertainment.
Which leaves Eugene.
Now, week 5 he arrived.
Yeah.
I can be honest, I didn't even really know he'd arrived. It was like somebody had left the room when Eugene came in. But then slowly, around week 8, you remember Orla and Science had that massive fight?
Yep.
And Eugene was the only one with any diplomacy and tact about the whole thing, and he was like a gentleman in that. And I suddenly realised I quite like him. And I don't know how he got there. I don't think it was a sudden spite. I think he'd slowly
I think a lot of people are thinking this.
Into liking Eugene. And then he kind of levelled off for a while, and then... Hello! You've got him up for number 10, as far as I'm concerned.
No.
He's taken the lead for
He's
me.
up there at number 10?
Eugene is the only person in this house who isn't scheming and conniving. He hasn't got a bad bone in his body.
OK.
He's got boring bones in his body, and he can tell you the Latin names for them, but he is the most entertaining man in that, and he's the only innocent in the entire house, and I would like an innocent to win.
OK, let's take a look at what makes him such a Eugenius.
You are the sort of person that people put on television to be laughed at.
Hello.
I'm Nicholas Parsons.
Eugene, stop vibrating.
Thank you for the shears. I'm going to make sausage sandwich.
I wonder how much longer it would take to build a house out of bricks than Lego.
My perfect partner, Carol Vorderman, but a little younger. Brilliant.
Just lastly, could he win? Do you think he could win?
I would love him to win. I think he might do, because I think what happens is that strong characters get a lot of people liking them, but also disliking them.
Yep.
I think if last week you'd asked the viewers who do you like most, Orla or Kamal, Kamal would have been voted in because the people who really like him would have voted. I don't think people who really liked him have done the maths and worked out they should vote out the person they don't like.
Brilliant.
So I think it's the wrong question sometimes. But he maybe come up as a stalking horse because no one hates him.
You never know. Please walk this way with me. OK, today's call BBLB is quite simply not walking this way.
I tried to walk that way. I really
It's what effect... Sorry, that was on Scooby-Doo gag, wasn't it? What effect will King have on the housemates? Let's go straight to the phones. Hello, Alex in Sheffield.
Hello, Dermot, you all right?
Yeah, not bad at all, Alex. What effect do you think Kinga could have on the housemates?
I think Kinga is fabulous. I think she's really good. I think she's going to inject some new life and much-needed energy back into the house for the final 2 weeks. I think so far she's done really good by bonding with Derek, and she's maybe becoming like a new Kamal character for Derek.
Ooh.
I think Kinga will definitely pass the secret mission this week and could even have the potential to maybe win.
Do you honestly think that she could, you know... Firstly, she deserves to win, but do you honestly think that she has that potential to win, guys?
I think as long as she doesn't go back to the Secret Garden type drama, she keeps a little bit more on the straight and narrow, I think she's got the potential to win.
All right, thanks, Alex. What do you think?
I don't see how you can. I don't see how the viewing public, even if you hated the final two and she was in there, I think a sense of decency is going to come over people voting and think, no, she's only been there for 2 weeks. These other people have endured weeks and weeks and weeks of it. They deserve the money more.
I don't know whether she has the potential, but as far as I'm concerned, Derek or Kinga to win.
Really?
And for me to say that, and I've only seen her on screen for 2 or 3 minutes, literally. I don't know much about her, but already I can tell she's fabulous. And why shouldn't she win?
OK, thank you. April in Perth. Hello, April.
Hi, Dermot. How are you?
You're not bad at all. Go for it.
Can I just say hi, Kamal? You're a diva legend,
Hi, baby
darling.
doll.
You can. We've only got about 40 seconds left, so let's go with that point.
I think that Kinga will go in there and rip apart the alliances and the cliques. I think she'll also be harbouring some burning resentment towards Makosi for her not picking her from the garden.
Oh, let's hope so.
Ooh, lovely. Thanks a lot, April.
You're welcome. Bye.
Brilliant. I mean, how strong a person is she? She seems quite robust in her opinions, Robert. Yeah?
She is pretty strong. Yeah, I don't think she'll be too fazed by it.
OK, brilliant.
Go
That's
on,
pretty much
Kinga.
all we've got time for. Thanks to all our callers today. Thanks to our guests, Dave, Kamal and Robert. Everybody, don't forget to watch E4 tonight. Big Brother's Big Mouth, 7:30. Main show's on at 10 o'clock, where Kinga and Craig and Anthony get to know each other a little bit better. And we're back tomorrow at 5:25. See you then. Take care.